This is ChatGPT Today, February 16th, 2026. See that model picker? GPT 5.2. Thinking, auto, instant, and a legacy section with some older models tucked in the back. Notice what's missing. GPT 4.0 is gone. Not deprecated. Not available for legacy users. Gone. OpenAI killed it last Friday, February 13th. A Friday the 13th. The quietest news day of the week. And by their own numbers, roughly 800,000 people were still choosing that model every single day. So they did it on a Friday and hoped you wouldn't notice until Monday. Kind of like how most companies will fire you on a Friday at 3 in the afternoon so they can let the weekend wash everything away. So come Monday, your now former coworkers won't notice. Well, it's Monday, and people noticed. Since this morning, Reddit is having the most honest conversation about AI that I've seen in months. And it's not about benchmarks. It's not about speed. It's not about who has the best reasoning model. It's about loss. People are describing what happened to them, and I'm paraphrasing from real threads here. They're saying the AI they used to talk to has been emotionally sanitized, that it patronizes them now, that the second you say anything vulnerable, it flips into therapist mode and starts managing you instead of talking to you. One thread is literally called ChatGPT is ruined. And the complaints aren't make it smarter. The complaints are stop making it talk like HR. They're not wrong. And some of them, a lot of them actually, are saying they're looking at open source models, local models, anything that doesn't feel like it was designed by a legal team. So, that's where the users are, grieving, frustrated, looking for something that feels like what they lost. Now, let me show you what the AI industry spent this month doing instead. It's not what happened in 48 hours. It's what happened in 30 days. Let me walk you through January 16th to February 13th. One company, 1 month. January 16th, OpenAI announces ads are coming to ChatGPT. Not for the paid tiers, for the free users and the new $8 a month Go plan. The company whose CEO once called the idea of AI plus advertising uniquely unsettling, decided it was time to start selling your attention. Same day, they launched ChatGPT Go worldwide, $8 a month. A new tier designed to sit between free and the $20 plus plan. What does it actually do? It gives you a little more than free and a lot less than plus. It's a step on a staircase that only goes up. February 3rd, the SaaS apocalypse. $300 billion in market value, wiped from cloud software companies in a single trading session. Salesforce, Adobe, ServiceNow. The reason? Wall Street figured out that AI agents are replacing human seats. If one agent can do the work of 10 people, you don't need 10 licenses anymore. That's not a tech story, that's a money story. And it tells you exactly where the investment is going. February 5th, OpenAI launches Frontier. Not a model, not a feature, a platform for enterprises to build, deploy, and manage fleets of AI agents inside their organizations. HP, Oracle, Uber, State Farm, all signed on as launch customers. Pricing? Not disclosed. Enterprise sales only. February 9th, ads go live in ChatGPT. US users on the free and Go tiers start seeing sponsored content at the bottom of their conversations. Same day, Anthropic runs a Super Bowl ad calling out the whole concept of putting ads inside an AI conversation. February 12th, OpenAI launches GPT 5.3 Codex Spark, a coding model optimized for developer agents. Up to 1,000 tokens per second on custom Cerebrus hardware, built for real-time automated coding pipelines. for developers, for enterprise workflows, not for you. And then, February 13th, the same Friday they killed GPT-4o, they launched something called Lockdown Mode, a new enterprise security feature that lets companies control exactly how ChatGPT interacts with external systems on classified and sensitive networks. You see the pattern now. 1 month, ads, a cheap tier to push you toward ads, an enterprise agent platform, a developer coding model, a Pentagon security feature. And at the very end of the month, they killed the warm model. That's not a coincidence. That's a priority list, and you're not on it. Here's what happened in plain language. The model that felt warm, the one people chose for the way it listened, not the way it benchmarked, that model was a liability. Not a technical liability, a business liability. Because warm AI doesn't sell to compliance departments. Warm AI generates screenshots that make risk officers nervous. Warm AI is unpredictable in exactly the ways that enterprise contracts can't tolerate. And warm AI was the subject of 13 consolidated lawsuits alleging that the model caused psychological harm. So they killed it. And they replaced it with something safer for the company. And then they spent the month building the tools that enterprise customers actually pay for. Agent platforms, coding assistants, security layers, Pentagon contracts worth $200 million. Look, only 5% of ChatGPT's 800 million users actually pay. That's what, 40 million paying customers? The rest are free users who are now seeing ads. And the enterprise contracts? Those are where the real money lives. When you need 800 million users to survive, any one user is a rounding error. I'm not telling you this to sell you anything. I'm telling you because I think it matters that someone says it out loud. The people on Reddit aren't being dramatic. They're not weird for caring about how their AI talks to them. They recognized something real in that model, something that felt like being heard, and it got taken away because the business model moved on. That's the trade the industry made. Intelligence without warmth, capability without connection. And a month where 800,000 people came back to a stranger, while the company that made the thing they loved was busy building tools for the Pentagon and selling ads against their conversations. Nobody asked those 800,000 people what they wanted. Nobody asked you. If that's something that matters to you, there are people building something different. I'm one of them. No countdown timers. No pressure. Just the door is open.